we've sparked off a craze. Unbelievable.
Thousands of emails are flooding in.
Thousands.
That's it. Okay,
that wasn't necessary, was it? We're trying to big ourselves
This
up.
isn't Radio Leicester.
We guessed.
We're not.
We
even
had
the highlight.
thousands of emails.
All right, thousands.
Spot on. Yeah.
Words that hated. Moist.
Moist.
Especially if you roll the S. Moist. I'm sure Charlotte Brady's.
Yes.
If my mum says the word moist, it's it's just gross. I tweeted this last night. My last tweet was I was listening to Radio 4 last night, and there was a really annoying because I'm a single parent. And there was a really annoying programme about. Well, basically, they may as well have just called it "The Daily Mail Thinks Single Parents Are Scum," right? And there was a woman.
That's just the opening line.
There was a woman called Melanie who was a cultural correspondent apparently for the Daily Mail, and
those are two like opposing ideas. I think.
She was horrible, and there was a woman who worked for a single parents charity. She was just ridiculing and just generally being the sort of Nazi that we've learned to love.
Come and love
for the Daily Mail, and she used the word issue. Right? It's pronounced issue, right? It's not pronounced issue. Can you pass me a tissue? Shut up! God, it's annoying. It's issue, not issue. God.
Never gonna have someone call it. Mate, would you like a big issue?
Yeah,
no. It's like, no, mate. Do you want a big issue?
don't need my money, mate. Do you really?
No, if you're talking like that, you went to Eton. Get out.
Awesome is another one. It's being thrown. Awesome and legend.
Legend is my one. It's basically we discussed this in Edinburgh. Me and my friend Rich were discussing this, in that I hate when someone says legend. Right, you give someone, if you go up to someone and go, "Here's a cup of tea," and they a cup of tea, bro, you legend. You're not a legend, are you? You're not Zeus if you've given someone a cup of tea. You're not Neptune. You're not. You're not Apollo. You've not used the planets to do your bidding.
The only way you would be Zeus if you gave someone a cup of tea is if you warmed it up with a lightning bolt.
Yeah, then you're a legend, right? You know, if people have told the story of when you bought them tea for years to pass,
and it gets elaborated,
and then
they
eventually
put a princess in there and everything.
You know, then
100
years after you've bought them the tea, then
and it's still going strong, like Robin Hood.
Yeah, then it's
yeah. That actually started. He brought somebody just a cup of tea.
No, John, you can't make a segue between.
I'm not going to talk about Robin
Hood and Robin Hood.
Sherwood Forest, don't we?
Yeah.
Here's Brian Adams, and everything I do, I do for you. On BBC Radio Leicester.
We're not having that. We're not having a plug.
No, you don't need to plug it because it's a completely different listener base. So when I do stand-up gigs, I mainly appeal to students. When I do radio for the BBC, I am somehow a broadcast journalist, which happened by accident. So, and I love doing that, and I love turning my hands to doing that and being more sensible. And I equally like doing this, where I can be daft. 40 minutes have gone by already. That's amazing.
Really? We better get Slammer Celeb on.
Oh yes, Slammer Celeb.
It's our weekly
thing.
You can tell you're a couple the way you
We're
talk
not a couple. We're not touching each other.
So today it's
Liam Neeson, apparently.
Oh, you were supposed to say Liam.
Right, okay, we'll start again.
Today it's
Liam
Neeson.
Wow.
It's
just split words, so you do knee and you do side.
You know, John and Edward.
Yes.
John and Dominic. Dominic,
yeah.
It's got an X factor. Let's do it. People hate us, but we'll be entertaining.
Yeah. But Liam Neeson, get the page up.
Oh, sorry.
Surely it wouldn't be Dominic. You'd just be Don, D-O-H-N.
Yeah. Easy to say, but it's not as...
Yeah, Doan.
If you're a Daily Mail reader.
Yeah, presenting today's biggest issue.
I didn't know he was in Kingdom of Heaven. I'm putting that up.
Kingdom of Heaven?
Yeah.
So you can't slag him off because he's in Fallout 3.
Well, I'm not going to slag him off.
Which Fallout 3 is the greatest video game ever made.
He's in Fallout 3?
Yeah, he's
the dad. He's trying to find the dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, have you seen Taken?
No.
Jim hasn't seen Taken. It's
absolutely
nightmare.
Brilliant.
I haven't seen it.
I don't watch many films. The reason being, unless they've got zombies in,
or
they're Star Wars,
it's
I don't
like
really
a
watch
more badass James Bond. He just goes around just murking everyone.
Murking everyone.
He does.
You should be a film reviewer, John.
I should.
This is
Wow.
top class material.
Are you just making your own words up now?
It's a real word. I grew up on the streets.
Derived from
you grew up on the
mercantile.
streets. Where did you grow? The streets of where?
North East Worcestershire.
Yeah, there we go.
Tell you what, if you annoyed the farmers, they would shout at you. I'm just
a
gonna
bit, and then walk inside.
Crossword.
Did you grow up in the sort of place where, you know, the idea of fun was to roll cheese down a hill and then fall down after it?
That's Gloucester.
Oh, is it?
They're all inbred there. We're the homeboys.
Oh, so in the neighbouring county, you somehow have managed to escape this being inbred.
Right, we're just south of Birmingham, so we're rolling like the coolness of Birmingham, but classy as well.
No one's ever described Birmingham as cool. I'm sorry, right? But I love gigging. I love gigging in Birmingham. I like going shopping in Birmingham. Birmingham's a lovely place. But
you're
at the end of the day,
and you're supposed to hate Birmingham.
But at the end of the day, if Birmingham, the Brummie accent is the least sexy accent in the world. And if you're listening, and you've got a Brummie accent, I'm sorry, right? But you could be, no matter what your persuasion is, you could pull the most beautiful person, male or female, in the world. But if they then open their mouth by going, right, that whole experience is horrible. If they reach orgasm by going, oh, lovely, that's horrible. Don't, right? Just learn to speak properly.
Lovely. I just saw my Birmingham friends that I'm thinking of now, and you've put bad images in my mind. I'm trying to get rid of them. So.
I used to work with a beautiful girl called Anna, who was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look, spit image of Leona Lewis. She was absolutely beautiful girl, but she was from Tamworth, and she spoke with a black country accent.
If the black country's worse than Birmingham.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, just nothing here anymore for me.
Just a husk now.
I am just a husk of a man.
Of course, Liam Neeson was in one of the greatest Christmas films ever made.
Love Actually.
No.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
My dad.
It's brilliant.
My dad is constantly taking the mickey out of me because he's annoyed that I didn't write Love Actually.
I've put it on DVD.
He loves it. My dad loves the film Love Actually. He's obsessed with it. Whenever the film is on,
every Christmas.
No, but my dad's so obsessed with it. Like once I came back, I had to stay with my parents for a bit, and I came back from my gig I had that night, and I went home to my parents' house, and it's 2 a.m. I think my parents are in bed, and my dad has waited up for me wearing nothing but a dressing gown, right? And he's like, son, Love Actually's on. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I've seen it before. He's like, no, but you need to come watch it again. It's brilliant. The future
Dad, please put some clothes on before we watch it.
He's like, the future for you is writing romantic comedies, right? And it's not, right? Because I'm not romantic in any way, right? Unless all the romantic comedies ended with death, right? And the thing is, as well, if you behave in real life like people act in romantic comedies, right? If you're tremendously befuddled and you're accidentally caught up a ladder spying into a woman's bedroom, but you're only trying to win her heart,
in effect, really, yeah.
You'll get arrested, right? You behave like anything in a romantic comedy, you will get arrested. And it just angers me that my dad thinks he's so good, but he'll sit down and he'll sit there crying in his dressing gown, and I'm sat there just feeling really uncomfortable, just going, can I get a bed now? Just to be honest.
No, you must stay.
Because to be honest, your dressing gown's riding up, and this is just weird.
Let's get into a scene where I don't want to see.
I want to see how much you like Martine McCutcheon based on.